Now, obviously, there's some cool stuff happening with this set. Okay, first, you start off with the hopper. You take the boulder up to the Blue Mountain cord. Then you dump it in there. The boulder dumps in there, comes down that chute, comes all the way down here, turns into a barrel, and gets loaded by Cranky at Brenham Docks to this chute over here. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of stuff you have to get correct. Okay, now one thing I'm going to warn you about, some things to look out for, okay, with this set. First of all, it's going to take you a massive amount of time to put it together. It's not no easy, come in, half hour, you're going to set it up. It will take you at least an hour to set this set up. It doesn't look that complicated once it's put together, but going through it, it's going to take you a minute. Trust me. Okay, so now, in here, inside of this Blue Mountain quarry, there's a little notch piece that goes underneath the track. You should be able to see it because it's orange colored and it's sticking up. In order for the boulder to work, I know a lot of people are going to have issue with this, that's why I'm saying it now. That boulder has to hit this cargo car right there, and this car will tip. This is a tipping car, okay? Put the boulder in there and it will tip when it hits that notch at the right spot. But like even when I first had it set up, I didn't have it set up correctly and it did not work. I'm trying to save you some time, that's all. Okay, so that little notch needs to be up as far as it can go underneath that track. It fits. Let me see if I can let you look at it. It's housed right here underneath the track. So you put the track parts pieces together. You can put this little piece together. It comes in the bag with the cargo anyway. So once you put it in, just slide it underneath the track into this notch as far as you can go and push it up from the back. Otherwise this won't work, because then what happens is when Thomas pulls the car across there, see, I'm not touching, I'm just barely, I'll pull it right here, see that happens automatically. You need that to happen automatically to trigger almost everything. If you don't get that part right, you're gonna be frustrated, okay? So get that part right, parents. So your kids aren't and you aren't frustrated. Also, the second time he goes around, okay, so it says the first time you go around, like I said before, you got to have this chute up, because what happens is after the barrel, the boulder gets tipped in here, it just comes down this chute. It doesn't go, but there's a trap door here. It won't activate, okay? The boulder, you know, unless you're using rocks or something, the boulder is not going to, on its own, get that trap door, okay? So you leave this up though, because then the boulder just goes right past it, like that, and it knocks the barrel, which you put in beforehand. You put this barrel already in there. This comes down, knocks that, and then it turns into a barrel, and then Cranky will automatically spin once that gets in his thing. So we'll do the whole process manually before you might want to practice this. But all right, so the cargo car comes by with the boulder connected to Thomas. Okay, when it hits that notch, it's going to drop, and then it's going to go there. The boulder, the barrel's going to come there, go there, and then Cranky's automatically going to spin it. And then, of course, you got to have this notch down so it doesn't roll off like that. But then it stays there until Thomas comes right back here to pick it up. Now the next time, and so he comes around. So Thomas comes around, picks it up with the thing. You just lift this up and put it into the cargo car. Next time he goes around and he goes up here, nothing happens up here. So don't think everything is like different the second time. But then what happens is the next time the car gets up here with whatever cargo you picked up from below, it's going to tip again, right? But this time you need to push this notch down. You push this notch down and he falls right there. Okay? Then when Thomas comes around and he goes down the spiral, comes around and comes down, he'll come right here. he'll end up right here below the chute. So here's the trap door, and there's Thomas, okay? Okay, so he'll come around. You can stop him with the remote. That's why it's a remote control Thomas. You need to flip this lever back and then back him up. When you back him up, this is gonna go in here, and that is what's gonna make that boulder drop down into there this time. So this is like a second way of doing it, okay? You can do it however you want, but this is a different way of doing the same thing. And then it falls in there. And then you just take off and do what you need to do, okay? You can go there, you can go back, you can go back up to the top and put that boulder back in the beginning hopper again, if you want to, okay? So it's a lot going on with this set, okay? But if you get if your kids navigate it correctly, or you navigate it correctly, you feel a lot better. I know I did once I got it. So that's that, and that's called it's called the Mad Dash on Sodor set. Okay, it's a Mad Dash. And it's gonna take you some time to put it together. Put the stickers. I would suggest putting the stickers together on the pieces first, then doing the risers as the directions tell you to do it, and put the housing and all that stuff together before putting the tracks together. And then I would also recommend that you allocate a good amount of space for this, because this is not a small set, okay? Not a small set. It will take up a lot of space, okay? So any other questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you.